Dear students, we were discussing with chapter 1, Life's Mysteries of Little Chambers. In last class, we have discussed about the different steps of making observation material. So today we shall discuss how to record your experiment in a practical book. So simply we cannot write it into a book. We need to follow certain steps to write a standard record of your experiment. So which are those steps? Here you can see there are 5 steps. The first step is aim. So first you have to write the aim of the experiment that you are going to do. Then the second step is materials required. So then you have to write what all materials are required for doing that experiment. Then the third step is procedure. Then you have to write the procedure step by step. First what you have to do, then after that what you have to do. Just like that you have to write it step by step. Then the next one is observation. So here you have to write whatever you observe after doing the experiment. Then in result you have to write what result you got from that experiment.
Now let's do a sample of practical recording. We are going to prepare a temporary stained section of plantain root. First, we should write the aim of our experiment. So here, our aim is to prepare temporary stained section of plantain root. Second step is to write the materials required for this experiment. Here, we need plantain root, slide, petri dish, watch glass, brush, glycerin, stain and blade. Next, we have to write the procedure step by step. First, we need to put the plantain root in the petri dish containing water. Then, take the thin cross sections of the plantain root. Then, select the thinnest and complete sections to watch glass containing stain. Then, add 2 or 3 drops of glycerin on slide. Place cover glass over the material and then wipe out excess glycerin. Next step is observation. Section of plantain root is seen in 10x and 45x magnification power. And finally, it is inference. Section of plantain root is seen 10 times larger in size through 10x lens and 45 times larger through 45x lens in microscope.
Now let us familiarize with some scientists who plays a major role in the progress of cell biology. Cell biology means it is the study of cells. And Robert Hooke is the first scientist who observed cell through simple microscope. Actually, he observed the section of a cork through a simple microscope. Then he saw tiny sections and he called these sections as cell. Then Robert Brown, he is the scientist who found the center of the cell, that is, the center of the cell is nucleus in 1831. Then M.J. Sladen, he found that the plant body is made up of cells and it is during 1838. Then Theodore Schwann, he found that the body of animals are made up of cells and it is in the year 1839. Then it is Rudolf Virchow. He found or he observed the dividing cells. Rudolf Virchow observed the dividing cells and also he found that new cells arise only from existing cells. It was a great discovery. It was during the year 1858. Now let us learn about cell theory. So cell theory was put forward by M.J. Sladen and Theodore Schwann. Both these scientists made 2 concepts of cell theory. They made these 2 concepts by summarizing the ideas of or the findings of various scientists. And finally, they made 2 concepts of cell theory. So the first concept is the body of all organisms is made up of cells. And the second concept is cell is the structural and functional unit of all organisms. So let us say it once more. The first concept is the body of all organisms is made up of cells, and the second concept is cells are the structural and functional units of all organisms. Now let us discuss about the functions of cells. So here you can see the first and foremost function of a cell is to resist foreign particles. So what do you mean by foreign particles? Any particle that enters into our body from the external environment is considered as a foreign particle. So it can be a pathogen, smoke, dust, or it may be an organ that we receive from a donor. Anything it can be. So all these things are considered as a foreign material. So our cells always try to reject this foreign materials. So this is one of the main function of cell. Then the next function is to release energy from nutrients. We know that we obtain nutrients from the food items that we consume. So our cells helps to release energy from these nutrients. Then the next function is synthesize biomolecules. So our cells helps in synthesizing biomolecules. We already know the examples of biomolecules are glucose, fructose, sucrose, then protein. All these are examples of biomolecules.